Hello, 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 hello.
Very good afternoon. Is that I'm audible? Please check whether I'm audible. Please chat in chat box. Whether I'm audible, please you can chat in the chat box. Is that I'm audible? Yeah, thank you. We'll wait other 2 seconds. Then we'll start the session. Okay, we'll start our session. Last class have completed till database and have explained in the last class text function and date and time. Okay, date and time function, database function, information function, and logical function. Is that anyone have a doubt? Still information function, logical function. I'll do again one more time. Is that anyone have a doubt? I have sent it some Excel workbook also to practice. And that is that anyone got a doubt? I hope you have all practiced. In case of, even though if you practice, if you got any doubts, you can ask with me. I'll wait for few seconds and I'll start today's sessions. Today we have to complete a logical functions and used to go for the charts. Okay. So is that anyone have a doubt with the past class? Is an database function, data and time function, text function? Is that anyone have a doubt with that? I'll just wait for a few seconds. Is that anyone have a doubt? You can chat by the chat box or you can raise by your hand. I'll just call them. You can unmute and you can speak. I didn't get any reply, even though if you don't have a doubt, you can raise the no doubts. Okay. Thank you, Sahira. Is that anyone have a doubt? In formulas, till where I have did till information function I have completed. Till that, is anyone have a doubt? I have sent some Excel workbook in your WhatsApp group for the practice. I hope you have all practiced. In case of if you wonder if your practice, you got any doubts, you can ask with here. Okay. Only one student, the Sahara is only the she's only attending the class. Nobody other is not attending. So if anyone got a doubt, you can chat by the chat box. I'll go by the next concept. Okay. Let me continue the session. Last class still have completed information that is text, is even, is or we have. See. So next we have a logical function that I have already discussed within the last class. How I can use the here if checks on a two condition whether the one condition is true or in the other condition is false. It will be given as a true or false. In a true case, a true value you can assign whatever you want and false value you can assign whatever you want. For example, here I have raised the name and some amount. So here I have to raise the employee who got 14,000 or 15,000 above. It should be received like an interest or no interest. Uh, let me demonstrate the program. If open the bracket, my logical text is what 15,000. You can write or you can select it. Okay, just here rise over here equals to if open the bracket logical text means 15,000. Okay, 15,000 is greater than let me give and 12,000. Okay, so if my value isn't greater than 12,000, the true plus I want. Okay, value if true, my value is more than 12,000, the true value it has to be assigned like in good. Or in a false value, you can assign like in false, it is in bad. You can write your own condition in that. Okay, so click on enter. So it's in good. Why? Because my value is in more than 12,000. If I have a drag and drop or if I click on a double type on a catch holder, it will assign the total data. Means 12,000 isn't greater than 15,000. Yes. So it's good. It's in good. Okay. So here one more. Sorry, my value isn't greater than 12,000. Okay, so I got bad. So here my value is more than and what is in condition 12,000 I have given. It's good. Then 13,500 I got a good. So here I have given my condition. There is another condition. It's a 9,000. It's a bad. Okay. So here I have used the same. if condition with a differently. Okay, see, just remove this data. Here I have got a Kushal and the salary. Okay, if Kushal got more than 15,000, it should be added with a some percentage. Okay, for example, see, I'll write the formula equals to if, open the bracket, logical text. This is in my logical text. This is 15,900, so 970 is greater than 15,000. If it's greater than 15,000, it should be added, means in a true place. If its value is in true, you can present interest or no interest, or you can give an commission, no commission, or you can give like an my value is in good, bad, or instead of that, you can assign it. So in true value, I'll assign if my value is uh, add the data. Okay, sorry, my value, add my value with the 2%, okay, or multiply my value with the 2%, what I have assigned it. If my logical text, that is 15,970, is my value greater than 15,000, in a true place, I'm just saying that add the value plus 2%. If it's false, same with the logical data, add with 5%. Okay, you can raise your own condition. I'll just show you 1 second. Add my value with the, or you can rise like this also. If it's true, it should add 2%, or it should be multiplied with what? It should be multiplied with the true value, that is an 15,500, comma. Again, if it's false, it should be multiplied with 5%. Okay. So on the which value? On the basic salary. Close the double inverted or parenthesis, click on enter. Is that correct? So here my value is in greater than 15,000. I got it's an 3,000, so 390. How I got? So it is going to be multiply. Yes, my value is in more than 15,000. So what it will be multiplied? It will be multiply into 2%. So is it correct? Value is incorrect. If I find the condition, I'll get the same result. Or if you're going to be nested, so or if you're going to be assigned with a different formula, you will get the same answer. Okay, next. I just choose over here. Equals, again I'm showing equals to if, open the bracket, my logical text, that is 43,000, is greater than 15,000. Okay, is my logical text 43,000 is greater than 15,000, in a true place, add a 2%, or I can as a multiply, or I can as a subtract, whatever you want, you can assign your condition. You can add a 2%, or you can add a multiply also. Just multiplying, multiply by what? Okay, 2%, it what? It should be a multiply. We need to give a proper address. So it is an 43,290. That is an B12 address. Okay, comma, value if false. So same on the 5%, it should be multiplied on what? On the 43,000. So close the parenthesis, click on enter. Shall we check whether the formula is correct or not? So it's in greater than 15,000. So I'm using my value multiply into 2%. Okay, what I got? I got the correct answer. Yes. So you can drag or you can select the value, then click on a and highlighter, double tap on it. Okay. Catch holder, sorry, catch holder, you can double tap, automatically fill. Is that value is correct? It's in less than 15,000. So I got the 1600. Is that correct? So 12,000 multiplied by 5%. Okay, what I got, I'll get a 600. Is that correct? Is that anyone got a doubt with this? What I have used with the if with the multiplication? Is that I want to show again? Yes. I'll just repeat one more time. Here, if we'll use a simple format like if whether logical function is greater than some thousand, means 10,000, I can use untrue place as an receive or not receive, or interest, okay, interest, or in a false place I can use no interest, okay, and I can use my own condition. Okay, instead of asking like this, you can add your value. For example, equals to, if, open the parenthesis, select your logical tag, that is 15,100. So if my value is in greater than equals to, you can assign equals to, or you can assign 15,000 only, 15,000 or 10,000. Okay, isn't greater than 10,000. Okay, it should be multiplied into. Okay, you can write the true value. True place is in what I need to assign. I need to multiply my value. Okay, if my value is in greater than 10,000, it should be add 2%, means it should be multiplied by 2%. On which value? On my basic salary. Okay, comma. Next, if it's false, once you have given the comma on the next year percentage, automatically take a false value. What is my false value? Then 1500, 15,000 is, sorry, or if it's it should be if it's false, it should be added by, it should be multiplied by the 5%. So on which, on the basic salary, close the parenthesis, enter. Select your value, click on a, or double tap on a, and catch holder, automatically it will fill the data. So you're happy with the 5%. Okay, is it clear? Now, is that anyone have a doubts in this condition? We are going to be doing next nested format. Okay, you may got clear on that. See, if in every office based work, the lot of work will be done on the, or some condition will be done on the if function only. Okay, so these are the other program you can, other formulas you can use here. So using of if, I'm just showing one more method. You can find the result of a student. Okay, you can write like this. Result, it should be either pass or it should be either fail. Okay, so this is my condition. You can write your condition. How I can use? See, if. Okay, open the bracket. My logical text. So here, logical text if will be assigned only on the one condition. Here you have a set of student marks. See, here I have given a serial number, student name, and a different subject I have mentioned over here. A 5 subject I have mentioned. And this 5 subject, the student who will get less than 35 marks, they should get a fail. Okay, what they should get? They should get a fail. Instead, if they have gotten more than 35, they should get a pass. Okay, if it in this any data, if anyone got an lesser than 35, automatically it should be assigned. Usha, can you please mute yourself? It's the third time I'm doing. Thank you. If I saw again, okay, see, I don't want to discuss. If my open the bracket, so logic if will be assigned by the one condition. Here have multiple condition. So I could not take an if with the only this function. So what I'll do, I'll use the one more function, that is an AND. Okay, we know AND will be assigned more than 2, means more than 2 logical function, the AND will be assigned. So I'm using if, open the parenthesis, and again open the parenthesis, what is your logical test. My logical text is a Kannada subject, that is in C49, is greater than equals to 35, means I'm giving the equals to, if my student got to 35 also, it should be given as an pass. If it's in case of if I didn't present that equals to, it won't be presented. Okay, so it cannot be taken. 35 isn't greater than 35. Okay, so we have to present if it's 35, and we have to provide equals to. Okay, so next comma, again one more subject is there, right? So sorry, one more subject, comma, comma, English. One subject. Once you have logged in, please mute yourself. Okay. I'm kindly requesting all the students. You are distracting the classes. If you are not interested, you can find your class. Okay. Don't disturb with others. If you are interested, you can listen, or if you're not interested, you can come out of the class. Okay. See here, if sorry, if and open the bracket, my condition is on one, that is an Kannada subject is in C39. Okay, is greater than 35. Again, I need to rise with the second condition. So I'm using more than and 4 to 5 conditions. So again, 65 is greater than 35. Okay, so if you have presented any kind of formulas, you can write the formula. Sorry, is that, can anyone view? Is my screen is displaying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. I will continue from the beginning again. I'm sorry. I just, it went wrong. Yes, thank you. I'm using again. If open the parenthesis, logical text is my one. It's an 89, comma, next is my value, means my logical text is greater than what, 35%. Okay, I didn't mention the percent, it's my value, so I'm not going to present by the percent. So comma, again, sorry, it's I'm now going to have a multiple condition, so I'm going to use a and also. I'm going to nest my formula. If open the parenthesis and again open the parenthesis, select your marks is greater than 35 percentage. Okay, comma, oh sorry, it's not percentage, it's an only 35. Again one more, that is an English subject, that is an D49 is in greater than 35. Again I'm going to ask my science subject, it is in greater than 35. Again one more condition is in social subject, if student got more than 35. Again my max subject, okay, I didn't give a comma, okay, present a comma. Again 89 is greater than 35. Okay. So now close the parenthesis. You are given your condition with the and. Okay. In next have to write the and value if true place. See, once have closed the parenthesis, see, still I'm in and function. It has a multiple logical text. So you can analyze more than four to five, or you can analyze more than two logical functions. Okay. So if will be analyzed only one logical text, but hunt we can analyze by the more logical text. See, if I close the bracket, so and function will be ended now. So if it's now opening with the if. Okay. So if my logical text already have taken, next in true value, what you have to assign? See, if I given a comma in a true place, what you have to assign? I want to assign if the student who got more than 35 in a true place, I should present a pass. If any student got less than 35, it should present fail. This is my condition. Okay. So I'll just close the double inverted comma, I'll close the parenthesis, click on enter. So Kiran is passed. Why? Because in this value, he didn't get any failing marks. That I'll change now in the English, I'll change it to the 35. So what I'll got, I'll get a fail. Okay. Instead of that equals to that, see, if I didn't given the 35%, so sorry, I didn't given an equals to symbol. Okay. So what I got, my 35 is not equals to 35. So I got a fail. Instead of if I given the equals to, see, automatically get pass. Enter. This is one kind you can find it. Okay, click on a catch holder, automatically fill the data. Here have a 34, so it can fill. Here I have a 34, here I have a 35. Instead of if I change into the 25, or if I change anything, it will be shown as a fail. I think you have got it. Either you can do one more thing. See here, I'm rising a total marks. I'll get a total as an, sorry, I'll rise the total. Okay. I'll give or I'll total it by using of alt out of sum. Alt equals is a shortcut key. I just select the first one. I'll double tap on it. Next, I'll just use a percentage. I want to find a percentage. Okay, here I'll write equals to. You can find in the two method. You can write your formula like a total marks divided by your 600 into 100. You can find it, or you can do with other method. I'll select the my range and first I'll convert into the percentage method. So I'll write here equals to my value divided my total marks. What is my total marks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 500. Okay. So click on enter. 74 percentage. I'll just drag and drop. Okay, I'll just hold the catch on and drag and drop. Now I want to find a grade. What I want to find? I want to find a grade. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll give a condition here. My student, if they have got greater than, sorry, yes, greater than 80%, it should be present like in distinction. Or let me take distinction. The second one, I'll just write, my student got more than 50%. I'll just give up this 50%. Here I have to write it's in first class. If my student got greater than 35%, it should be raised like pass and just pass or pass. If my student got lesser than 35%, it should be raised like fail. This is my condition. So how I can use with the if function, either you can do that equals to if and you can raise that, or you can use the only the if function. You just see equals to if, open the parenthesis, my logical text, which is my logical text, my percentage. Before that, for what I have analyzed, have given the data on basis of individual subject. Here I'm going to rise on overall percentage. You can do both the functions. If you're going to be analyzed by the individual concept, you can go by the if one, or you're going to be raised by the percentage or one single logical function, you can go by the if. I think you have clear. Okay, I just put comma if value is true. So what I do, I don't want the value to be true. I just write equals to my logical text is greater than 80 percentage. Why I'm presenting the percentage? My condition means my logical text, it has a percentage format. So have to be raised the my condition also. It should be an percentage format. Okay, comma. So again I'll use if. Okay. So if my value is in greater than 80%, it should be assigned like in distinction. Okay, comma. Again, if my logical text that is in 74, okay, is greater than 50 percentage, okay, comma, within a double quotes, then first class. Okay, again if open the parenthesis, my value 74, see I'm changing my condition, okay, is my 74 is that is an I49 is greater than 35, the third condition, okay, 35 percentage, okay, in a true place it should be presented as an pass. Next, again if my logical text is, sorry, I need to use a formula, if open the parenthesis, my logical text is greater than 35. Okay, sorry, last condition, right? It's lesser than 35%. Within a double quote, I can rise. It's in fail. Close the amendment comma, close the parenthesis, and you have to close number of bracket you have opened. So number of parentheses you have opened, that time need to be closer. For example, see, first have used the 80%, second have used the 50%, third have used the 35, that's the greater than, fourth have used with the lesser than. You can see over here, I'm just going to close here. Just I have used it, I have closed it first consider than 35, just give a comma, yes. Just close it. Once if I close, the first part that is in 35% less than it will be closer. Next, if I close it, the 35 greater than C, I'm just using close it. So number of time you need to be closer. Means first it will be started by the black and it should be ended by the black. Means you have opened by the 4 times, you need to close by the 4 times. Click on enter. Now you'll get the data. Okay. Okay, so you can select your data and double tap on it. Okay, automatically it will fill it. Can you see? So here I don't have a lesser than 35%, so I could not be find anything. So here I'll change it. I'll change it the some 150%, 150 grade. So automatically I'll get the 30%. So it's in pay. So I think you have clear. I'll just show you one more time. If you want to find a grade, okay, you have to do follow this method equals to if open the parenthesis, the logical text that is at 74%. You can apply for the one data and you can copy for the all the students. For example, see, if I have a 1,000, 2,000 of students, okay, the same result should be applicable for all the students. Instead of seeing and instead of typing their result, you can use this formula and you can click by the one button, you can click on drop down, you can fill by that all the students data. Okay, it's a very easy. Instead of doing an individual student, instead of seeing a result of individual student, you can raise this condition to know easily. Okay, I'm just showing one more time. If my value isn't greater than 35, I'll just use a three condition now. If my value isn't more than 70% within a coach, I'll raise the first class. Okay, I'll just close the double inverted comma. Again, one more time. My logical text. So again, if I have to use the formula, if open the parenthesis, my logical text on the one only that is in 74% is greater than uh, some 50 or some 40. Okay, 14, don't want, then some 35 only, 35 percentage. It should be assigned as a pass. Okay. My third condition, again, if open the parenthesis, my logical text is greater than, lesser than 35, it should be presented as a fail. Okay, this is my condition. Close the double bracket comma, close the parenthesis. How many times you have opened, that time you have to be closed. Okay, click on a enter. See, all the students cannot get the same percentage. Okay, they can get a less or they can get a more. On one condition only I have assigned all the format. Okay, see, it's in 35, it's in above 35, it's an above 70, it's an above lesser than 35. This condition should be, you can be assigned. Okay, just double tap on a catch holder. Okay, automatically it will fill the result. Is that clear? Is that anyone have a doubt? You don't have, ma'am, you have got a distinction, you have got a first class, have changed my condition. Okay, so I got an this result. Is that anyone have a doubt with this? Ma'am, can you tell again how should we close the brackets? That is okay. So here, here I have selected number of times, so need to be counted. So that parenthesis, see, it's first started with the black, it should be ended with the black only, okay? So how many times will be open, that time need to be closed. For example, see, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can also view the screen that I'm going to be close individual brackets, automatically it will be highlighted by the one. See, if I close the one bracket or one parenthesis, the purple will be highlighted. Now see, if I started to close the one more time, this red color will be highlighted. And now if I started to close the last one, that is in black will be highlighted. Okay. Number of times how much you have opened, that much I need to be closer. So I have opened 3 times, so I'm close with the 3 times. Or you can go by this method also, have opened by the black at the first time, and it should be always, it will be started by the black only, and it should be ended by the black. Okay. Is that anyone have a doubt in this? If Is that anyone have a doubts in this? Just wait for the second. You can ask the doubts. Just wait for few seconds. Next, we have a very interesting concept in a logical function only. I'll just show you. If you have a doubt, you can rise by the chat box. It's very interesting concept. Next, we'll do that one. I think no one is have a doubt. We'll go by next one. Manjunath, yes, ma'am, I'm facing a network problem. It's your problem, pa. You need to face it. Okay, next we'll go by the next method. That is, I have given us some example over here. You can follow this. Have already forwarded this notes to you. You can practice it. Okay. Next, we have in a condition formatting. It is a nested form. Okay. It's better now, ma'am. Yes, you can go ahead, Manjunath. Okay, next we have a here. See, I'm going to be fine, and some of the students have, it's a logical condition. I'm going to be assigned. Here, some of our candidates have with the age, with the degree, and have some experience with them. Okay, for example, see, some of the candidates I'm going to be rise and interview now. Okay, so on the condition, or some of the candidates is here. So with the age, if the candidate who have a lesser than 25 or 30, 36, they can be they can we can choose it. Or if the candidate has a lesser than just a second. Okay, lesser than my value, or it's a lesser than 30, they cannot be accepted as for work. Okay, even though I'm going to be assigned one more condition, it is that if candidates have a BCom and BBA, I can be accepted. If they have an BCom or they have a BA or other degrees, I cannot be selected. Okay, if any candidates has a more than 2 to 5 years, I can select them. Okay, or if it's not, I could not be selected. So whatever I have assigned, I have assigned the candidate's name. So here I'll assign the date means maybe Karthik is an age of 30. Okay, he has an he's completed BCom. Okay, he has an experience of 4 years. Automatically, it will be assigned as an accept. See here, I have given a condition. How I can assign the condition? I'll just show you. Okay. Name of the students. Uh, Saida Sahera, I think your network is slow. Okay, it's not my problem. You need to be sit where you can grab your network. Okay, so see here, I'm going to be assigned Sunil date. First, I'm going to be right. He has an experience or his an age is, let me assign 45. He's completed BCA. Okay, he has an experience of some 2 years. Okay, but what it's showing? It's showing fail only. Why? Because my condition is not correct. See, if I'm going to change, my candidate has a less than some 25 age. Automatically, it will be changed as an accept. Okay, you'll see. I'll just say experience is in 0, so it's then rejected. Okay, you can assign your condition. So in case of if I'm going to be start, he is rejected. Why? Sunila is have a experience of 0. So Anand is here. So I'm going to be rise. If he got, if he has an age of some 15, oh, I don't want to present the 50. His an age is 30. Okay, he completed BCom, or imagine he completed BA, and his age is he have an experience of 2 years. Still showing fail. Why? Because just rise a BCom, he will be accepted. Or if in case of if he got a BA, isn't rejected or isn't false, you can get. This in condition you can rise. BCom is accepted. Okay, you can rise your you can use this format for the logical function. I just show you here. I have assigned the same data. How I have converted it? I'll just show you. I'm using a formula here. See, I'm first of all here once you have changed your value, automatically the data is going to be changed. Okay, that is then the formatting color is also going to be changed. How I have analyzed it, this I'll show you within a 5 minutes. You just take a break for 5 minutes. Okay. For a network issue, you just sit in a proper place. I'll just start by the 5 minutes. Okay. Take a break. Okay, shall we continue? Is that all at an end? Okay, Saida, you have some doubt, right? Saida, you can unmute and you can say your question. Is that you're in class? You can unmute and you can ask your question. Saida, you can unmute and you can ask that doubt. Ma'am, can you say when we should use or un? Okay, okay. I'll just show you now. This is a practical thing. What we are going to be do this. So in this, I'll just explain you. Okay. Okay. See here. I'm this candidate. I'm using a formula. Before I'm going to be assigned the formula, I'm selecting the value. I'm going to be assigned this into the condition formatting. Okay. Here, condition formatting, I'm going to be assigned highlight rules, or you can go by the manage rules. Under the manage rules, you can get already have assigned. Just I'll clear it, delete the rules. Okay, I'll go by the new rules. I select the format as cell on the by of specified text. Okay, here I'm going to be assigned. If my candidate has been all it has been correct, it should be accepted. Okay, if my value isn't accepted, it should be present by the some color. Okay, I'm just going to be do accept. So format it. If it's I want to be accept, it should be assigned by the green filler. Okay. Click on OK. OK. One condition as in filler. So one more condition for reject also we have to explain, right? So click on a new, go with a and format cell contain on the specified text that contain of reject. Okay. Reject. It should be format like in right. Okay. Click on OK. Twice you give a OK. Okay. Now, see, I'm going to be use my condition first one by one. I'm going to show. I'm using the if. Okay, open the bracket. Logical text, which is my logical text 32. So I'm going to be raised by the two condition. If only I can use by the one condition. Okay, so here I'm going to be raised the two condition. If my candidates have a age below than 30 or above than 30, accept, below than 30, it should not be accept. So it's in two conditions. So I need to accept which formula, that is an and formula. Raise the and, open the parenthesis. If and okay, logical text. What is my logical text? That is in 36 is greater than 20. Okay, if it's candidates is in greater than 20 years, or again logical, two logical conditions, right? So again my student candidate age is uh, greater than or no lesser than 45. Okay, which should be, and I'll just close the bracket now. And logical completed and isn't completed, I'll rise. If its value isn't correct, it should be raised by accept, or it should be raised accept. If it's false, it should be raised by reject. So close the parenthesis, close the inverted comma, close the parenthesis, enter. It has been accepted. So if my value is in lesser than, sorry, it's in lesser than 20, let me change this. If my candidate has a lesser than 20, it's a reject. If it's my candidate's in lesser than 90, it should be reject. If it's candidate's in 20, it should be reject. Equals to I didn't present it, so okay. If I write over here equals to, it will be raised as an accept. Okay, is that clear? You can use or and all the time. There is no specification. You need to use or here and here. Okay. See here, next I'm just going to have an value. Okay. If your logical text both it has to be get true, you need to go by the and. Okay. If my logical text, if it's anything, any case, let it be false, you can go by the or. Okay. So this is the first example. Just show you one more time. Okay. Give a enter. I'll just show you one more. Equals to my value means if or okay. Here I'm going to be assigned the and if my candidate has a BA or BCom, it should be accepted. Instead of they have another course they have completed, it should be rejected. Okay, just use present BA. Okay, just it's on two condition, right? So I need to use a or. Okay, open the parenthesis if or open the parenthesis if logical text is an BCA other than B2 cell, what you are going to be right, it isn't equals to, okay, if my value is an equals to and BCA, okay, or one more logical text on the same cell, okay, if I have, if any candidate gotten equals to BCom, okay, comma, close the parenthesis, within a double quotes, comma, within a double quotes, you have to be right. It's in true or plus. True plus what you want to be accepted, what you want to be rejected. For example, if it's true, it's an accept. Okay. If it's false, it should be reject. Close the parenthesis, enter. So I got a name. It's in some mistake I have did. Okay, let me find it. If or accept or reject. It's correct, right? If my value isn't greater than equals to, okay. If or if my D value is in BCom or BBA. Okay, this BBA and BCA and BCom should be given by the strings, right? So we have to specify the double quotes. So if I given any alpha criteria, it should be defined by the double quotes. Okay. Now it's an accept. So I didn't get a format. I didn't formatted this row. I just formatted by the this row. Okay. Now I'm going to be show by the nested format. See here I'll use equals to if open the parenthesis. Sorry, I just choose the same condition what I have did. Okay, I could not be repeat. Yes. Here see here I have a data. I'm going to be just continue this. I just use over here. I'll use a formula equals to if open the bracket and open the bracket my logical text that is in 20 is greater than equals to 20 comma again if sorry one more condition I to be raised like same the C value is in lesser is a lesser than equals to 45 okay candidate age I'm going to be present so I'm not going to be close my parenthesis why because for other also have to give means for the degree and experience also have to assign so I'm not going to be assigned here okay I'm not going to be close the parenthesis again I'll use if okay open the parenthesis my logical text that is an if or I'll use if or okay I'll just close this parenthesis comma if open the parenthesis or okay or open the parenthesis if or my value that is an B30 sorry D2 is then equals to B say is my condition okay so comma so it should rise by the double quotes right so rise the double quotes comma okay again one more condition the same the D2 means degree is an equals to BCom okay BCom close the double inverted comma comma close the parenthesis comma again if one more there is a last condition for the experience okay so open the parenthesis and okay open the bracket logical text is my experience is greater than okay greater than equals to 1 okay or one more condition if my same experience it's an greater than sorry lesser than equals to 5 okay I'll close the parenthesis okay instead of if it's all the value if it's all I have a true what I have to present accept Okay, or if any value isn't false, it should be defined as an reject. Okay, reject, close the inverted comma, close the parenthesis, enter. So number of time you need to be closed. Okay, here I have got a reject. Why I have got a reject? My condition I have given experience as a 0. So if I given a 1, it's an accepted. So here I'm going to be raise the second condition as an Karthi. If I give 50 is an age, okay, it's an rejected, automatically get. I just drag and drop the value. Okay, it's unfail, it's showing. If my value is in BCom, okay, if any candidate's got a BCom, if we have a 3 year experience, it's showing 5. Why? Because my age is have presented, it's an 50%. Let me change, age is in 35, automatically it will be assigned as an accept. Okay, so you can use the condition like this. Is that anyone have a doubt? If I change it here, if the age is in 50, automatically it will be rejected. Or if my age is less than 50, it will be rejected. Okay. Does that anyone have a doubt with it? Does that anyone have a doubt with this nested format? Is that anyone have a doubt with this nested format? I just forwarded the data. You can practice. Without practice, you won't get the knowledge. Okay. So you have to be practiced. I hope whatever I'm going to be sent through WhatsApp, you're practicing. Is that anyone have a doubts with it? Is that I want to show that again one more time, that nested format. You can rise by the chat box. If that anyone have a doubt, you can rise by the chat box. I hope you people have understood. Shall I move to next concept? So we have completed the formula except lookup. We have to do the lookups. That lookup will be done at the next after 2 class. Okay. Enough with the formula. We'll do the lookup function after the 2 classes. Is it anyone have a doubts? So almost we have end of in our formulas. Is that anyone have a doubts? You can rise by the chat box. Okay, we'll go by the next thing. That is in charts. Okay. Here you can see that whatever I'm going to be show my data for forecasting, or it may be my company forecast data, or you're going to be explain any brands or any kind of data you're going to be explain. It should be showed by any kind of an image format or graphical format. At the second, someone has to that out, ma'am, can you share all the formulas once if we all easy for practice? Hey, I have already sent it through WhatsApp, man. You can check it. So I have sent it the notes. With the notes, I have sent it this Excel workbook, practical workbook to your WhatsApp group. You can download it. You can copy it to your laptop, and you can practice it. Okay. I have sent it with every individual data I have given user with the sum, the mathematical function we have given, statistical, text, date and time, database information, even the logical function till what I have did today I have sent it. Okay, except lookup function. Lookup function will be done after 2 classes. We have to follow the syllabus, right? So that we have at the next after 2 classes we have that I'll show you. After that, I'll forward that both the data in your WhatsApp group. Okay. Next, we have a chart. Okay, is that anyone have a doubt with this? You can ask. Otherwise, I'll go by the chart next. Okay, in Excel, in a logical function, I just want to show you something. I just show that and I'll go by the next. In a logical function, I have explained that you can use a student marks list. On the same basis, what I have used, you can use that if my value is that multiple value, you can write this like this, or if you got a percentage, you can follow the same method. Or if you want to find a total, you can have one over here. If my value is in greater than equals to paid, it should not be sum, or if it should be sum. Okay, I have given here. You can follow this. Okay, I just forward this data into your WhatsApp group. You can follow. After this, I want to be explain the charts. Okay, so I was explaining the chart about in a Microsoft Excel we have a n number of charts like in column, win loss, pie. Why we want chart? If you're going to be explain any data in a graphical part, okay, we should be explained in a chart format. Okay, the chart we have a n number of chart. Okay, that I'll show you one by one. Okay, we know what is in graphical. If you are going to be explain your data by the pictorial words. Okay, see for example, here I given a chart is in graphical presentation of data. Chart always user to see what the result of a data, better understanding and predict the current and future data. Okay, see for example. Okay, in Excel, why we need to use this chart? Here, a chart is a tool you can use in Excel to communicate data graphically. Chart always audience to see a meaning behind the numbers, and they make showing a comparison and trade each easily. Okay, they can make that visualize. They can visualize and correct picture what you're going to be predict. Okay, you're going to be explain and brand, or you're going to be explain any kind of material, or you're going to be explain any forecasting of data. You can use this chart for treat your data with simplify and easier method. Okay, see in this lesson you're going to be learn how to insert the chart and modify the charts interactively. In a type of chart we have a n number of chart. I have already explained. We have bar chart, pipe, line, and cluster chart, XY, surface, radar, histogram, waterfall, combos, and rest, tree map, stock. Like this, we have n number of charts. Okay, so we'll go by the one by one. So before I'm going to be show you the part of my chart, I need to be show you what should be a x axis, what will be the x axis. Okay, so I will just show you here. Graph have two axes. That is a line that run across the bottom upside. Means if I got any line at the down towards, that is called as an x axis. Okay, just got some message. Okay, nothing. So the line along the bottom is called as an horizontal or x-axis. Okay, bottom is called as an x-axis. The line upside is called as, and that is your right towards, sorry, the left upwards is called as an y-axis. The x-axis may contain always a number. Okay, it always categorizes it as a number. You can read it from the bottom left. Okay, the y-axis usually contain a number against strings from the bottom left graph. Okay, the number on the x-axis generally, but not always. It start by the zero. Okay, y-axis always it should be start by the zero at the bottom left of the group and move upwards. What it will be assigned? Always x-axis it will start by the zero to your n number. What you have assigned? If you have assigned the 100, it will be presented x-axis, sorry, y-axis from 0 to 100. Or in case of you given 1000, it will assign as in 0 to 1000. Okay, so usually the axis of the graph are labeled to indicate the type of the show. Be aware of a graph where the y-axis doesn't start at 0, as they may be trying to pull by any other show data. Okay, let me show by the one by one. I'm going to be start with the next. I'll just show you the screen elements, chart elements. Okay, here I just taken some of the chart that's in computer overview. Here I've taken Here have taken that is an y-axis. You can see it start from the zero most to some crores I have taken. Okay, here I have given the year. That year wise I have predicted that is in 2005 to 2013 I have given that is an x-axis. And tick mark it's going to be start. It's going to be explain your. So you can raise your bar graph or you can have a different kind of bars. You can be explained. This is a title bar. Okay, this is an what you're going to be predict your data. You can rise by the title. And this is what they called as in grid lines. In the grid lines, we have a multiple that is a vertical, horizontal, small grid lines also we have will see later towards. And this is plot area where your graph will be predicted. Then we have a legend. Okay. We have a legend. Just a second. Okay, we have a legend. Legend which will be predict the data by the colors. Okay, can you see over here? You can see over here by the color. Thank you. Okay, this is your chart element. Just I'll show you again. Always number that's an if you're given any value, it will be start by the 0 to some numbers. That is an it's your y-axis. In x-axis, always it will be start by from some brand. If you're given, it will be presented by the brand. Some if you're here, if you're given, if you're explained by the years. Okay. So this is an flat area. You can be viewed that. Okay, this is a flat area, and you have a grid lines. You have a chart element. Will be having a legend, and some other will be having. We'll see by one. Okay. So next we'll go by the next one, clustered column chart. Okay. First I'll go by the, I'll insert a sample chart. I'll just explain by one chart. Okay. I'll just show you number of chart, how much it will be having. So I'll just minimize this PPT. I'll go by the charts. This is not. Okay. They are given some brands I'll take. Okay. So for brands, profit and expenses have taken for the sample data, have inserted some profit and expenses, or I can rise your losses. Instead of assigning profit and expenses, I'll start profit and loss. Okay. So I have assigned some data. I'll select it. If you want to insert the chart, there is a two method. Either you can insert in a particular sheet, or we can insert a chart sheet only. We have a chart sheet. I'll just show you. If you want to insert the chart sheet, you can click only the function key F11. Okay. So you'll get an individual sheet that is in chart sheet you'll get. I'll just show you one more time. I'll just come out of this sheet. My notes we have, I'll just go by my notes or example. Okay. I want to insert the chart sheet. Okay. How I can insert chart sheet? You can go by the shortcut key that is a shift F11 you can go by. Or you can go? You can go by, sorry, only the F11. If you're using your laptop, you have to use a F and key. In case of you're using a laptop, you can use the Fn key plus F11 button. Okay, that is a function button you need to be used. If you use this one, you can insert the chart, or you can go by the one more method. In this area only, if you want to insert the chart, you can go by the shortcut key. Present Alt plus F1. Okay, you can go by the both the method. I'll just show you one more time. If you want to insert the Excel chart, okay, we'll get an extra sheet, okay. We'll get an Excel chart sheet only if you want to insert the chart sheet, okay. One extra sheet you want, that I'll just write chart sheet if you want. You can go by this method, or if you want to be insert, okay, in with the sheet only, in particular sheet only, if you want to insert the chart column, you can go by this Alt plus F1. Or if you want to be assigned the chart on this particular sheet only, you can select, you can insert the chart by using of Alt F1. Automatically you'll get an sample chart. Okay, you can use this method. Chart in a sheet. Chart in a selected sheet. Okay, you can make a note of it. You can make a note of this shortcut key. Fn is your function key. If you are using a laptop, you need to use a Fn. Or if you are not having a laptop, if you are using a normal system, you can only use a Fn key, F11 key. I hope you have noted. We'll go with next. See, I have selected the data. I can click on Alt F1. Okay, automatically it will be inserted a sample chart, or I'll just close it. I can select the data. If you want to insert the chart, you can go by the insert tab. Under the insert tab, you have a n number of chart over here. You can view. Okay, I'll just drag this some data. Okay, you can see here column chart I have, some win-loss chart I have, line chart I have, pie chart, column bar, histogram chart, n number of chart we have. If you click on a recommended chart, automatically I'll get a sum of the sample chart which already can be assigned in your data. Okay, you can use this method, or you can go by the all chart. Here you have n number of chart. Which are those? Then column, line, pie, bar, area, XY axis with that, stock, surface. You have a radar, tree map, and you have a sunrise, histogram, X box and whisker, waterfall, and combo. These are the other different kind of charts we have. And also you just see if I selected any chart, it has n number of other example chart. Okay, some themes we have, we can use this one. Okay, so the chart part, if I selected the chart, it will be predicted by the differently. Before I'm going to be show this, I'll just show you my data. Okay, here I have selected the data on the brands. Here an top brand cars name have taken. The Indian top 10 cars have taken. Then Tata, then Magneto, Breeze, Baleno, and some XUY cars have selected. For that profit and loss I have selected. So on that basis of this table, I'm going to be assigned the data. Okay, and you cannot be assigned and number of, you can be assigned n number of columns, n number of rows data you can be assigned it, but some of the few tables cannot be taken. For example, see, if I selected the column chart, it's showing profit and loss in a single chart. Okay, if I going to be shown by the pie, it's going to show only the profit. Can you view here on the heading? You can see that on the title it has been assigned profit. If I started to select and column, it's going to be show and profit and loss. Both the data is going to be shown. So why I'm going to show this, whatever the data you have, you cannot be assigned that in all the chart. Okay, it needs its own data and you can be predicted an individual sheet chart. For example, see, if I go with the surface, it needs its own data. Or if I go with the and radar, okay, see, if I go with the radar, or it will be show. If I go with the tree map, see, it's not going to be and predict your data and properly. Okay, it should have its own format of data, or kind of, it should be a percentage, it should be some factorial format. Okay, and if you have a sample data, we can view it, or if you don't have, we cannot be presented. Okay, so for that for individual chart, I've assigned some of the different kind of Excel sheets. Okay, this is again, here see, I have given a different kind of charts. Okay, cluster chart, line with a different radar, XY combo. We'll see this later towards, but first of all we'll understand what are the chart, what are the chart elements, and what the designs we can be shown. See here, it has a histogram chart. Here I have predicted a line with a double format of line chart. Okay, here I have presented clustered line chart. Okay, so we have different kind of chart, and also in a chart we have a different kind of and speedometer chart. So if you have temperature is an 30, it should be assigned in a 30. If your temperature is different, it should be assigned with a different. Just show you. See here, I have assigned a speedometer chart. Okay. You can view over here. Here I have given worst, bad, average, good, best. So in this, I have to give, if my any data means I have given 0% is in worst, 30% is in bad, 50% is in average, 75% is in good. If I started to change 75%, automatically it will assign as an average. If I started to assign, it's a 95%, it will be assigned as an best. Okay. 95%, 95 percentage, it will be assigned as in best. If I given 0 percentage, it will be assigned as an worst. Okay, this is your condition. You can raise your own data. Okay, we'll see this. These are the different kind of charts. Okay, we have. We'll see one by one. Okay, next. Here I have assigned some data. On this basis, we are going to be aligning it. For right now, I'm going to be I'm going to be click on a recommended chart. Under that, I'm going to be select all chart. Okay. Under that, first I'm going to be show column chart. In a column chart, you can see above. If I cursor in every chart, it will be having its own name. Okay. Clustered column chart, stuckered column chart, 100% stuckered, 3D cluster chart, 3D stuckered column chart, 3D 100% stuckered column chart, and you have one more 3D column chart. Which format you want, you can select it. I'll just show you difference between this. Here in this chart, it has been selected profit and loss in a individual brand. Here it has been showed profit in a one block and loss in a one block. In which format you want, you can select it. Okay. Now 3D column chart only will be having a two methods. Which method you want, you can be selected. Okay. Let me select this method. Okay. I just select this. I'll click on OK. Once I click on OK, I'll get on my chart. Okay. You can show or you can explain your data by this. Okay. What's the data next cell? Okay. So here I've assigned it by the crop, or no, I'm just assigned my data with the lag. So here my data is in 0 to lag. That is on what? It's on y axis. My brands. Okay. So brand is what? That is an top 10 car brands which has been assigned at the down towards. Okay. It has been assigned at the down towards. Okay. There is an x-axis I have gotten my brands. Instead of, if you want to be change it, I want brands at the top, profit or loss if you want to change. Once you have inserted your chart, you'll get a design and format tab. What you'll get? You'll get the extra two tabs, that is an design and format tab. Click on a format tab or design tab, you'll get a different kind of extra sub concept of charts. Okay. Here, if I want to convert this x-axis into y-axis, you can click on it. Automatically, it will be converted. Or if you want to switch in a design tab, if you want to switch, x-axis should be an brand names. Sorry, y-axis should, yes, x-axis should be an brand name. You can click on a switch to columns. Okay. Or if you want to be, for example, I could not select my data fully. Instead of selecting an profit and loss account, I've done a mistake. I'll just see, for example, I'll just selecting a brand and profit. I'm just going to be add my data, insert tab. I'll click on a and column chart. I'll just select the one of the column chart. All chart, I'll select the column chart. I'll click on a insert. What I'll get? I'll get only the profit. Okay. So I'll just come out. Okay. I have only the profit. If I want to add the loss account also, okay, how I can add my data? You can go by the select the data. Under that, it's only selected the create ranges. You have only selected, that is an till B9, that is an B series. If you want a profit and loss account, you can go by the add. You can add your data. Okay, loss you can select. You can add your data. Even though you won't get the data, just see it's not showing. So why? Your range is not properly selected. So select your range data properly, click on add, automatically it will be showed. Okay, I think you have clear. In case of if I missed any column or row, if I have missed any data, you can go by the select data and it can be added. Okay. If you want to be edit, or in case of I don't want this column, if I don't want this rows, you can be edited. Or in case of if you don't want this profit account, you can be removed it. Okay. Or in case of here I have profit loss, I'll just give over here net profit. Okay. If I want a net profit, you can add. I just click on add. It's asking series name. I just select the series name with the blank. Okay. I click on insert. Okay. I'll click on in okay. So you see if I started over here, I just start write gross profit. Okay, I'll just write gross profit. I'll just add the name, that is on 50,000, and I'll just add 60,000. According to how I'm going to be going to be show the data. It should be predicted by the column. It's not predicting. Why? Because your data is not properly selected. Okay, so I'll just extend your data. Click on okay. Now you can see my data will be aligned. Sorry, it's not properly selected. Just click on OK. Then profit. 1 second, I'll just show you. And I'm going to be add then loss. Okay. Okay. So edit is in my overall ranges, or you can edit your brands. Okay. You can show like this. Just delete. I'll just go by the brands. Just going to be add my data, click on OK. Automatically data will be predicted. Sorry, it's not predicting properly. I'll just select again. I'll just select the data, go by the insert. You can click on the chart. Under the charts, you can select the column or whatever the other format you want. Click on OK. Automatically it will be assigned. If you want to extend any rows or columns, you can come to the add. You can extend your data. Okay. Now it's going to be showing the chart element. You can select the chart element, or you can type over the chart is an profit or loss account. Okay, I'll just write here profit or loss. If you click on enter, automatically it will fill it. Or you can click on here, you can write the data, or you can select it. Or one more method I'll just show. If you want to give a chart title, already used to be assigned in your data. So same thing I'm going to be edit. Just delete this data. Okay, I just cursor instead of this profit and loss account, I'll add equals to brands. Okay, click on enter, automatically the chart title will be assigned. Should not. Okay, I'll just show you one more time. You can move by the plus, add the chart title. Here you have a chart title. Click on the chart title. Just cursor in between of chart equals to my branch. Click on enter, automatically it will be up. You can write over there. Either you can use other method. If you want to assign the title, it can be assigned. Same as it is if I want to assign the x-axis and the y-axis. So you can go by the elements. You can click on the elements, or you can do one thing. You can click on add elements. Okay. Here we have a x-axis, y-axis, chart title. So I will just give axis. There is a primary axis you want. Okay, a chart. Sorry, 1 second. Axis title. Primary axis I want. I can assign it. Okay. What is this? This is a branch, right? You can assign over your branch. As it is, if you want to align the y-axis, so you can go by the add chart element. You can click on the title axis, and that is a vertical. Okay, you can write over here, or you can, if you cannot be edit over here, you can place at the title bar. You need to select that axis to place at the title bar, and you can write it. It's in a different angle. You cannot be edited. You can place in a title bar, and you can be edited. It's an profit in a amount or million wise, or and oh yes, I'll just write millionaire voice. Okay, you can fill it the data. You can add your data like this. Is that clear? Okay, you can click on this in add chart element also. You can click, or you can click on this plus button. This is in chart element. You can click over here also. So we have seen that axis, there is an axis is nothing but x-axis, y-axis. If you want to be assigned at primary, if you don't want, you can be remove it. Or if you don't want horizontal, you can remove it. The depth, if you don't want, you can remove it. That is a showing. It's a profit account, it's a loss account. If you don't want that, you can be remove it. Or it is in which color, it's in plain. If you want to be changed, you can go by that axis. You can go by the more axis, you can be change the color over here. Text if you want, or if you want to highlight the text or data bar, automatical color, whatever you want, you can be highlighted. Okay. You'll get enough plus in under that chart element you'll get. See, for example, what you have aligned at the axis. In axis, you want to be and given color. If you want to give a color, you can go by the more color. Under the color, go into fill. If you want to fill by the color, that is a solid color. If you want to fill by the blue, yellow, you can be aligned. Or if you want to assign a grid lines, you can assign the gradient color. Or if you want to assign the picture, here you can go by the insert and the offline, online, both you have. I'll select the offline. I just select one of the image. Let me select this butterfly, click on insert. Offline, see, instead of that, you'll get the picture. It's not showing properly, you can be highlighted by the name only. If you don't want, click on that picture, automatically it will be removed. If you want a gradients, you can assign the gradients. If you want to assign the patterns, you can assign the patterns. Okay. So the different kinds we have that we'll see in the insert tab. When we are inserting the shapes properly, we can view it. Okay. Is that you got? I think you have got it. How to insert the sample chart. Okay, let me continue. So we have completed axis. You can fill the color. What you have a title, you can be filled that color. And we have a data label. What is a data label? What is in marks? It has been got means profit and loss data. The chart should be highlighted with the marks on the individual block. You can click on a data label. Under the data label, here you can see we got only the profit data. If you click on in the data label, you want a more data allocation, automatically it will be assigned individual marks. Okay. In case of you don't want, you can be remove it. As it is, we have a data table. It's a label what you have seen. It's a next we have a data table. What you have assigned in the table format in your Excel sheet, automatically it will be assigned in your Excel chart data in your graphical presentation. You can see profit is as a 7,000 in our data next on. Okay. So that if you don't want that, you can view by the grid lines. So grid lines, what you can see at the back side, the grid lines will be assigned as a vertical, horizontal, and mirror. Different kind of we have. You can be added, or if you don't want, click on a grid lines. Here at the bottom towards what you can see that profit and loss individual color, you can be hided that is called as a legend. Individual block color, what you are going to predict in a graphical manner, that will be highlighted by the individual name by the color at the down towards. That is called as a legend. If you don't want, you can click it, automatically it will be removed. Okay. Next, after the chart element, we have an styles. Okay, style is nothing but you can be predict your data with the different angles. A 3D format. You can see over in my screen. You can be predict. You can show your data with differently. Okay. Next, we have a filter. Under the filter, we have a different concepts. Like, and if you want to hide the Tata and Excel data, you can hide it. Can you see Tata and Excel data? It's not. It's going to be view. It's not. Okay, in a profit, I don't want to view the profit. I can be hide it. Okay, I don't. You need to click on apply. Okay, so I don't want the profit data should be displayed on my chart. You can you can unclick that profit. Click on apply. Automatically, it will be affected. Okay, you want a profit and loss account, you can be applicable. So as it is Tata data you want, you can click back of it, click on apply, automatically it will be shown. Okay, this is a chart element. There is a First we have a chart element, then we have a styles. Next we have a chart filter. You can filter your data individual brands or individual columns. You can be hide it. Okay. You can edit. You can go by the edit. You can be aligned over here. Okay. Or in case of this, what I have a column. I want to be change the color. If you want to change, you can go by the format. Under the fill sheet, you can change the color. Okay, here we have a cluster gradients. I don't want a gradient, so I want to fill by the texture format. You can select which texture you want, or in the same texture you want to assign to the 3D effects. You can apply the 3D effects. It won't here, the default it is in 3D format. Okay, it's in chart will be converted to 3D format. So outside you want to fill by the different color, you can fill by the different color. Okay, this is an Excel charts. Okay, you can be inserted your chart with a simple format. See, once you have inserted the chart, you'll get a design tab and format tab. In a design tab, you have a first add elements. We have already did this. Next, we have a quick layout. So what we have shown the layout, it will be having a different kind of formats. Okay, so you can use, or if you don't know where I have to assign the x-axis, where I have to should present my data, if you don't know the how to assign the elements, you can select this format. This you can select this design tab under the quick layout. You can be change your data. Okay, that where in a design tab you'll get in a chart elements. You can be change if you want to show a sample, or if you want to show with the deep voice, or if you want to show your data with the legends. You can show your data differently, or if you want to change a color, you can go by the format tab, or you can change there, or you can use this format. Okay, just click over here. You can change the color of the individual charts. Okay, here we have a multicolor. If this is a multicolor, in a multicolor we have a light or dark color. You can use it. Okay, is it clear? Done. This is style we have here also. Once you have selected the chart, style and element will be activated, or you can go by the design tab and you can be select here. Okay, next we have a switch to row or column. We have completed this switch to column or switch to row. You can be selected. Okay, next we have a select data. I have already showed this. You can be select your own data. Okay, next we have instead of I don't want this column chart, I want to be changing. Click on a change chart. Which chart you want? I want that bar chart. You can select it, click on OK. Automatically it can be changed. The same data what you have assigned with the same format, you can be changed. Okay, I just see over here. So if you want to change the same data on the same data, if you want to change the method of chart, you can go by the change a chart. You can select it. Okay. For example, just select the combo chart, click on OK. I'll get a profit in a one block, and one block is in the last chart. Okay, you can chart change it. Or in case of I don't want this chart in the example one, I want to shift it to the sheet 2, sheet 3. Here you can see it's an empty sheet. If I want to be shift into the sheet 3, you can go by the example sheet, select the chart, go with the design tab, click on move a chart. Under the move a chart already showing the new sheet. Don't want, I need to be shift into the sheet 4. Okay, click on OK. Automatically it will come the chart sheet 3. Sorry, I need to be assigned to the sheet 2. Sorry, I'll just show you one more time. Just get back of my data. Okay, just move this. Again, I'll go by the design tab. I'll go by the move chart. Into the new Excel, I'll just select. I'll just select the sheet that is in sheet 3. I click on OK. Okay, particular sheet you can be aligned. Okay, next. Is that clear? If you want to move your data, you need to be select move data. If you want a new chart sheet, you can select the chart sheet here. Or if you want to assign in a particular sheet only, you can need to select the object. Under the object, you can find the number of sheet names over here. Exercise, example 1, example 2. I need to assign in the example 1 only. Click it back, you can be get back of it again. You have clear how I got this data? Just I have used the move sheets in the different sheets. Next we have a format. See, if I cursor in a profit block, it will be highlighted in a format. In a current section, it will be highlighted. If I cursor on a particular block, it will be assigned. Profit point. If I selected the loss point, there is a column I have predicted. So it's in series of loss column. So if I selected the outer side, it's a flat area. If I select the chart full title, it will be assigned chart area. If I click on a y-axis, it's in vertical axis title. If I click on a chart, it will show that what it is. And if you don't know what is a particular thing, so we don't know chart, what is in this, it's a name of the chart title. So if you don't know, if you cursor over here, automatically it will explain. If I click on it, it's a legend. Automatically what it is, and particularly it will be explained a current section. Or if you want to format the section, you can format it. If you want to be highlight, or if you want to be assigned the left, right, wherever you want, you can be align it. Okay. And the reset, what you have changed, if you want to get back, you can click on a reset. Okay. Instead of this individual color, I have told you, you can fill that color. You can go by here, you can assign the color. You can go by the gradients. Click on the gradients. You can fill your gradients with different color. Okay. See, it's and first is in blue. I'll change a color. Multiple color you can be assigned here. I just color it by the yellow. Okay. Next, it should be a green. Okay. In a one block only, you can change a color. Next, I want a red. Okay. In one block, you can change a multiple color. I'll just add the blue. Okay. Or here I'll assign. So this then chart you can be showed with a different color. How I can fill? I can go by the shape fill. Under the shape fill, under the gradients, you can change. Here you cannot be changed. So there is an inverse. If you want to change a block, you need to select that particular block. To show, go with the shape fill. Under the fill, select the gradients. You want a radar or what format you want, you can be selected. Okay. Or if you want to defer the changes, you can go by the and more gradients. Under the gradients, you can select your own colors. Okay. I think you have clear how I can show my data with effectively. And if you want to change in the 3D format, it can be changed here. After changing your 3D format, you need to give a blank of second for to change. Okay. So it will be changed automatically. Okay. Next, we have a fill text. So what you have chart title. If you want to change it, you can go by the word art. You can be change the chart text. Okay. For example, select the overall block. I'll select the overall block and click on a chart text under the particular color. Okay, even if you want to change the color, outline fill, you have a inline fill, we have whatever color you want, you can change it. Outline color, inline color, under that glow, if you want, you can assign the glow for the text. Okay, so whatever the color, we can assign it. 3D, or you want it watermark format, or if you want a reflection format, you can be align it, where you can align in a chart. So we'll discuss this in a briefly in when I'm doing in a insert tab. Just example, even though you can align your chart with the effectively. Okay. Is that anyone have a doubts in this chart? I just show you this chart with a simple format. We have a even though and different format of charts you can see over here. We'll see in this later towards. Is that anyone have a doubts in this? What I have aligned at the charts. So I have completed a design tab. I have completed a format tab. So I'll just explain again. Chart element, x-axis, y-axis, data label, error, grid lines if you want to assign, legends if you want to assign. You can go by this. Or if you want to be, I don't know how to align my data, you can go by the quick part. It will only having a some of the template format. You can be selected according to your data. It will be predicted. Okay. Next we have our styles and different format of styles we have. We can select it. Okay. Next we have a switch to column or column to row. You can switch your data according to your preview. Okay. Next we have a select data in case of you have skipped with the, some of the concepts or some of the lines on columns, you can be shown over here. Okay. So next change a chart. In a change a chart, n number of charts we have. We can select instead of that combo chart, you can select the bar, radar, surface, whatever chart you want. Under the histogram, if you want an chart, Pareto chart, you can select the Pareto chart. You can be aligner. And you have a move chart. Once you want to, if you want to move this chart into the other sheet, you need to select the object. Under the object, in which sheet you want to be aligner. For example, I want to align in the sheet 3. Click on OK. Automatically, it will be shifted into the particular sheet. And in a design tab, this is first you'll get a current section. And this current section, wherever you cursor in a particular chart, it will be explained what the particular things you have selected. Okay, just a second. So you have this much, and I have shown you that you can shape your data. You can shape your table according to your wish. You can fill the outside also. You can select fill the outside. You can align the color whatever you want. Okay, outside color if you want to fill, you can fill the color. Okay, and the effects we have, you can give a effects for the tables. Okay, you can see that effect you can give where in format tab, and also font text you can be changed over here. Okay, different colors, fill in, fill out, you can fill it. Okay, this grouping other things we'll see later towards. Till here, is that anyone have a doubts? You can rise by the chat box, or you can wait for a few seconds and take attendance. Okay, enough today. The chart, I just explain a simple chart. But the next class, I'll explain a very huge concept of chart. That's in different data and how you can use the different data for different chart. Okay, I give a step by step. You can follow this. Okay, so you can follow this. Before that, is that anyone have a doubts with today's session? Is that anyone have a doubts with today's session? Or you can wait for the frank of second. I'll just take attendance. Okay. Is that clear? Is that all has clear? I think no one have a doubts. No, ma'am. Okay. Thank you. We'll meet you on by the next session when on by the Wednesday. Okay. Before that, you assign and simple data and practice the chart and chart elements. We'll see by the next class. If anyone have a got doubt, I'll clarify. I'll go by the next different kind of charts and with the other kind of format. Okay. So, okay. See you all of you. We'll see you on by the next class Wednesday. Have a nice day. Bye.